we find, well, the Challenger. With his classic Nexus, but not classic probes. What? You're using the classic Nexus skin? With a normal probe skin? What is wrong with you? Anyways, using entirely default skins, though probably the Forge is different. How do I know there's a Forge? I'm just gonna take a while. Wait, what? Anyways, Florencio. It's going to be a proxy gate from Julio. No, I'm sorry. Julio. Of course. And then not a proxy gate from Florencio with the Proteus Rush. It's been a bit. One of his most... I'm just scouting, bro. This is going to make it awkward when he sees the gate, but there's no... Once you're on this course, you can't afford to deviate. Alright. Is it 1 probe or is it 15? Now, Julio is going to probably be a little suspicious as to why there are 2 probes mining. But has he realized what's happening? Does he know?
Surprise, motherfucker.
Good reaction by Julio. He's already chrono boosted. He should have more probes. All he has to do is a tech move. He does have more probes in this fight. Not anymore, though. Because the intimidation tactics of Florencio are far too strong that Julio either never had or lost his ability to count. So here's, like, a lot of people get bamboozled. They get shocked and chagrined when a probe rush happens. Like, there must be some secret. No, the counter to 15 probes is 16 probes, by the way. In case you need a professional tip, what you do is you attack move. But Florencio, maintaining his strong physique and aura of intimidation, has managed to prevent Julio from learning to attack move. And here we are. There's a recall of, is that 2 zealots? You know what? Julio's the genius. I'm not the genius. I'm the dumb one. I am the fool. Julio was just buying time. Whereas I thought he was about to roll over and get whittled into a defeat. Instead, recall saves the day. The awkward thing is now Florencio, with enough economy, actually ends up with 9 more probes. Of course, some of those probes... Oh my god, he's coming in for another pass. He expects the zealots to go out on the map and try to do some counter damage. He expects correctly. And he's back for another pass! The secondary probe rush. And he's in. Is he gonna wall them out? It appears so. Oh no, at this point, I don't know if there are the numbers. The zealots going for a semi-base trade? Oh, I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me. And Julio, in a panic, will try to outrun the probes, but there's nowhere to run. And now he doesn't have enough probes to fight. Oh no. There's not, like, recall is still a minute away. Oh no, he's gonna find 1 probe. Florencio now. Wait, these are Julio's units. The thing is, it still stands. You see, as Florencio only uses the forged forge, which is the stupidest thing I've ever seen, but also appropriate. Oh no. Oh no. So the key to most things in StarCraft and in life is to not panic. Florencio understands this. You all understand this, the illustrious members of the liking and subscribing community. But Julio... Oh, Julio. More like Julio-owned. And he recalls out. And suddenly, there's potentially enough probes to outright fight. He's building a cannon. So there was a cannon. Julio has not rebuilt his base. His zealot is trapped. The probes murdering on both sides of the map. Oh. Now you've got a problem, Julio. He has to win with these two zealots. But Florencio... Oh! Not only does he box him out, he boxes him in! The probes, the combat probes with blood! They've tasted, and they want more. That zealot lived awkwardly. Is he gonna surround an adept with probes? This actually is how you could well, he's not, you can't really lose. Oh my god, he killed a probe with adept. I mean, he killed an adept with probes. I'm sorry. Oh my god, how is he so good at this? He catches him, he grabs him, he kills him, and he wins the game. Jesus Christ. Wow. The probe micro is... I haven't seen probe micro this good since the Legacy of the Void cinematic. And honestly, the fact it's like, here's our plan. Alright, Artanis, what's the plan? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna send down like 2 warp prisms of units. And then we're gonna hope for the best. Speaking of the best, let me introduce you in Game 3. Florencio as Terran. Once again. But the challenger, the Zerg. Apparently in a school commanded by Stukov. Miss Zerg. Or Microsoft Zerg. Which sounds like the new hip Internet Explorer for kids. Try Microsoft Zerg. You know what? It's canon now. Microsoft Zerg going for... Well, I don't know if this was a scout or a proxy hatch. Microsoft, macro hard. Zerg motto. Alright. A diligent scout by the drone who probably and fairly was not expecting to be stuck in the base at this stage. But here we are. Unless Florencio wills it, that drone is now a permanent resident in one form or another of his base. And will patrol appropriately. A roach warrant. A strong choice from Microsoft Zerg. We will say. A roach warrant, and then importantly remembering that roaches take gas. Looks like... Would you like to make roaches? Looks like you need to install Vespine gas. Would you like to buy some Vespine gas on the Microsoft store? Oh, don't! No! Cortana, no! God damn it! Why are you taking up any of my GPU? What the fuck? Anyways, here we are. A Reaper murders the drone.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine, and you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they look that hard.
The roach horn is done. A factory's on the way. Oh, the Overlord, no witnesses. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, no witness.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Florencio building up that tech tree. 6 roaches on the way from Microsoft Zerg. Strong choice. And Florencio right now only has unupgraded Marines, which are not well known for their long-term efficacy against roaches. We will say. It looks like the Marines will survive this time. This is not the Beyond cosplay into Flex Terran. More like flexing on Terran by running into your own grenade and just shaking it off. What was that? And then dying. Nothing's a bigger flex than just dying. Okay, yeah. Fuck you. Okay, so did that... So now it's 6 Marines against 4 Roaches and 2 Ravagers. Sorry, 3 Roaches and 3 Ravagers. So, Microsoft Zerg, well, there's double... Florencio held on to his command center. Make sure you can get those planetaries. Those planetaries... Well, a Banshee is on the way. Target firing the tech lab with the corrosive bile. The tech lab probably not that high of a priority right now, but... Okay, more corrosive bile. He might not realize that's a planetary on the way. Banshee's halfway done. Planetary getting there. He's gonna go for the Rex, and then go for the main. Oh yeah, the starport is potentially vulnerable. There's also a surprise, outflanked, a planetary in the main. Some more add-ons. I mean, the Banshee's gonna pop out, but... Well, okay, make a decision. Banshee pops out. We'll be microed away. You might actually just get the starport with no repair. Well, speaking of... Is it time? Corrosive bile? Oh my god! That felt like they repaired really quick. I mean, when you pull all of your SCVs to repair, I guess it goes pretty quick. But I'd say, overall, a totally successful attack from Microsoft Zerg. Well, even the civilian observers who were witnessing the practices of the glorious Zerg military agree that this was a great attack. Unfortunately, the existence of those civilian bystanders means that the attack becomes mildly less glorious, as the economy not quite as good as it could have maybe been. The Predator drones are murdered by the Banshee. Banshee's heading home. It looks like Florencio buckling in, hardening his shell, and may remain on his side of the map for an untold amount of days, hours, minutes. But I see turrets. I see France. That's Clem doing a micro dance. Moving on. A Hydraless Den. Florencio with Cloak on the way, as well as a medevac and another starport. The double planetary means no scans. The keeping your Banshees in your base means no scouting. So, it looks like Florencio he's getting Stim and Cloak. 2 things which are things you can get. Meanwhile, on the other side is a little bit of... We got Burrow. We got Lurker Den. You don't need Burrow. The Lurkers come with Burrow. The rest of them need it. Like, they don't learn very well. They learn on their own. They got Zergling speed. You got Hydralisk range. He also has Hydralisk speed queued up. As isn't a terrible idea. So this is the macro turn we're all taking here. Hyperflight Rotors. Speed Banshees. Now that's a rare Pokemon right there. You don't see that every day. Unless you watch Florencio's stream, which is most days, so... You probably see it most days. At least once. Hello, everyone. In the pipe, oh my god! Ah! That SCV having none of it. We don't like your kind around here. And even the overall, get him! Get in the medevac and go get that overseer. Here we go, on the chase. Mm-hmm.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
But does he see the burrowed Zergling? The ultimate decoy? No. And there will be no scans, important to note. Yes, of course, the classic Marine double drop with like 9 Marines after getting stim and researching cloak speed Banshees. Florencio utilizing some league appropriate strategies here. Just getting a little bit of everything. Marines are good. Medevacs are good. Put them together, even gooder. Meanwhile, some Zerglings move to respond. No upgrades for anyone. No basic upgrades. They have the unit upgrades. A lot of unit upgrades. Oh no, the lurkers! But the medevacs! Oh no! Damned if you do and damned if you're in that particular boat. One medevac, go tell your friends what happened here. Unfortunately, back at home, there are no friends, there are no Marines, and there are no medevacs to tell. So that was it for the Marines and medevacs. The lone survivor will go back home and tell its story about how we should have played mech the entire time. The Banshee count continues to increase. Siege tanks in production as well. Banshee is prepared to move out. I like the tag team, one burrowed, one unburrowed Ling combo. The Banshees will be spotted. The Spire is on the way. Remember, there was a Hydralisk den. Is there an Overseer at home? The only detection is going to be that one Spore Crawler. Oh, no. Oh, nice Corrosive Biles. Almost hit something, but the lack of Overseer. Oh, he's going to build a few now. Unfortunately, that will not save the base. The other Overseer was diligently scouting the main. Wait. Oh. Wow, he successfully bullied Florencio off. He's making him really think he has Overseers. He does not. Florencio almost got pushed off by some Hydras without detection. Oh no, the flanking turret. Well placed. Another Overseer down. But the Banshees did their work for spec. But still, the game is very much in doubt for the Sewer Mermaid, who has an incredibly aesthetically pleasing base here. All the depots tucked away at the back besides the ones he's been making while microing. All the production in its own separate zone. Like, what's not to love? The tank count, dangerously high, planetaries everywhere. A couple orbitals in the main as well. Meanwhile, Microsoft Zerg building up that drone count. Very diligent about Spore Crawler production, and you can't blame them for that. And that actually will pay off, it looks like. Oh, wow. Yeah, the spores per minute. Enough to successfully deter the Banshees. Just a phalanx of... There's... Okay, well... The amount... So, Florencio killed 15 drones. And then he killed 19 more. By forcing them into spore crawlers. With 1.5 average spore... Well, how many have died? Just the one, so... Florencio doubling his drone damage with pure intimidation. Here we are. The changelings making their way across. Has anybody seen a Terran before? No, actually. If you could somebody please point out the Terrans? Hello? Oh, there's one. Wait. Why do we look like this? Don't question it. Yeah, how does it make sense? Like, I guess they have the natural reaction. See a Terran become a Marine. What if they could become siege? Like, what if they became the first unit they saw? The possibilities. The Banshees. The Banshee hit squad. Looking for more opportunities. Sniping creep tumors is what he's been reduced to. Oh, another hatch. Taken out. The Banshees. Nobody puts Banshees in a corner. Besides Microsoft Zerg. You stay there. Please. Please install Windows Update to escape from this corner. Just for real though. It's an important update. It's very important. Install the update. We'll let you leave. Install the 7-day. Install the goddamn update. Right now. That's what you get. Meanwhile, though, instead of using PC, he's decided to use Mac. Tearing up the center of the map and pushing all the way to the front line. But not yet threatening any of these bases. Is that there's an SCV in the 9 health medevac. Was never healed as a matter of principle. That's the command medevac there. That SCV is commanding this entire force. You see, you have command centers and you have command medevacs. Just command centers are usually more thought of as the bases here. But don't forget your command medevac. The counterattack on the way, but another planetary and 2 Thors await these optimistic Zerglings. The Broodling must have been taken out at some point. The counterattack will drag Florencio back. Those Zerglings, a brave sacrifice, or he's just rotating around. Yeah, no upgrades for anyone. No +1, no +2, no plus anything that passed those numbers. But there are many unit upgrades. Like Stim and Cloak, and actually this is an entirely vanilla. This is a stock, out-of-the-box, off-the-lot mech army. Okay, none of the fancy bells and whistles. Alright, I don't need my siege tank nuts. Instead, we just have our basic siege tanks, which are still pretty good. You know, the Thor's already got plenty going on there. Oh my god. Just when you thought one SCV was risky. The Command Thor! Better not wander too close to one of the 19 or so spore crawlers. The tank push continues forward. Liberate. Watch out, watch out. Oh my god. Whew. The supplies, surprisingly, even the worker count's nearly dead even. The army values as well. A greater spire and baneling speed. Not usually seen in the production tab simultaneously. Hellbat Man and his friend Robin in the drop. Okay, mutas against any number of Thors, even with no upgrades on either side. Upgrades for Thors scale a lot faster than the muta upgrades, because they're always a muta risk. But 8 Bloodlords. Unfortunately, though, battle cruisers. And did he like just nope, that's a second fusion core. Just in case. Can never be too careful. As he builds battle cruisers, it's important to have redundancy. What? What did I just see? What's wrong with you? They're more corrupt. Well, it looks like that turtle Terran is coming together. It took a bit. There are... Oh no, this... We didn't need Robin anyways. Hellbat Man! Accidentally killing a creep tumor. The lurkers. Yeah. Let me at them. Doesn't take much damage at all from the lurkers. Just the gentleman's agreement that nobody will upgrade their units. We have Cloak Volume 2, but this time the personal cloaking edition, as opposed to the Banshee cloaking. We finally scaled it down to consumer size, as well as adaptive talons, which is essentially Cloak Volume 2 for lurkers. They dunk their faces into the ground a little bit quicker and scuttle over it even faster, especially on creep. Florencio has 0 high ground vision, because his only air unit is a siege liberator and another one who's a conscientious objector here. Alright. Unfortunately, wait, there was a BC jump, I think, into the 3rd, or 5th, or what? No, 3rd. There's like 6 spore crawlers. The Thors go into high impact mode. They can have about the same range as the Broodlords. It's an interesting exchange. There's a lot of Thors, not enough here. The battlecruisers died to the thick spore crawler count that has been, like, Florencio kind of set himself up for that one. The problem is, Thors are, the best counter to Thors is also Thors. It might be like how, well, as Zerg, you can simply hire them if you're willing to put in the effort. Of course, it's hard to get them to put in a job application, so you may need to help them along with some neural parasites. But the most successful unit composition against this number of Thors is indeed Thors themselves. Like, you get the Infestors, whoa-la-la, and then suddenly they have one less and you have one more Thor. Lurkers aren't terrible. Broodlords are optimistic. And then overwhelming ground armies as well, but a few mutas almost kill a Thor since the SCVs have decided they really, that Thor almost certainly insulted their mother, and here we are. The Thors are split as the double siege continues. There's lurkers and broodlords on this side. The broodlings! They get the Thor! Oh my god, and then the rest, if only broodlings, if only there was something that had more, oh. Ah, I see. The double siege is working through, and Florencio doesn't have that many bases either. Is there any detection in the main? No scan in the main. The lurkers doing real damage. The Thors getting whittled down and shredded. More Thors working towards what is soon to be the only mining bases. The greater... More broodlings! Perfect cover. The broodlings kill another Thor! The lurkers trapping the Thors into the corner. He's... Oh, watch out! The broodlings getting real Thor damage here, but the drone count is dipping precipitously. Hellions are being built as Florencio actually doesn't have gas. The Greater Spire's down, but that's probably for the greater good. This double siege push is about to cut off all the production. The Hellbats. Oh, but wait, battlecruisers. But wait, corruptors. And the drones are back for more. It's been a while since they've been at the Terran base. Reminds me of my childhood. How do you remember that? You all died. Don't question it. Nanites. Oh, the battle cruisers, but with no upgrades. No one's, like... Everything just does less... Wait. Where did he go? He jumped to the main. But here are the spores! The spores once again! He's gonna get the lurkers in the main, but it's the spore crawlers. There's also battle cruisers here, but the spores still scattered throughout the map, continuing to find kills. Oh my god. The exchanges continue. The supplies and worker counts desperately even. The income essentially non-existent. There's one gas in the main that can still mine. This base is mined out. I don't even think it's worth repairing. A battlecruiser down. Florencio is broke. The Hellbats are working through the lurkers. The planetary adding some damage while it can. The Hellbats look like they're just enough. Wait. The broodlings are drawing the fire, if you would. Oh my. Well. Oh, but the Thors! The Thors are back! Wait, what now? You see how you're gonna beat the Thors? At the end of the day. What units are there? 12 Corruptors. They can kill buildings. Oh, and they might be able to catch a command center in transit. There are Widow Mines as well. But what's gonna beat the Thors? The only counter to a bad guy with a Thor is a worse guy who steals a Thor. Oh, but the caustic spray, he's gonna weather it. The caustic spray. No, he had it. That was one of the few command centers that could fly, and he pulled away at the last second. You can't pull out now. Oh. But wait, there's not enough minerals. Florencio was running out of minerals to repair. He literally doesn't have enough to get it out of burning. Does he? He's at 19. It costs 1/4 as much to repair as it does to build. So for example, if a depot is at 1 HP, it costs 25 minerals to repair to full. This is something both Florencio and most people did not know. Wait, well, that was a different thing. I don't know, but you probably just learned that. Smash that like button if you did. And the same goes for gas. It does cost gas to repair. Though from the one-base battlecruiser rushes, you guys probably knew that. Oh no, Widow Mines and Thors. Name a more frustrating combo. Ah, the decoy core! The decoy! That means he'll only have 1 core remaining. What a play! Meanwhile, while the Thors are protecting the base, and suddenly Microsoft Zerg is looking, unfortunately, out of options. And now, wow, burrows the drones. There's a scan, but not here, somewhere else, scanning other bases. Oh, a command center was found. Where did this... Well, Florencio's down to... If lucky noob. There are a lot of things with command of the English language and a keyboard you can say, and that indeed is one of them. Uh-huh. Wow, that was, I think at this point, I just want to say, for those of you who were wondering what happened in the very first game of this cheese hour that Jimmy edited out, because I'll be honest, the first game did not prepare us for these last two. These have been quite an experience. So we're just going to have to edit out the mediocrity of the first one. It was. But, of course, you gotta watch live in order to get all the action. But, you know, speaking of live, before we go into the Korean server games, yes, the far-off, dangerous, and exciting land of Korea. The mecca of esports, as Tasteless is fond of saying. We do have to have a word from our sponsors. So, thank you guys for tuning in. And I will be right back. You fucking kidding me, right? Hey everyone, I'm Winter, and I'm here to talk to you about Prime Gaming. Did you know that with Prime Gaming, you can get super exciting loot every single month for free? Prime Gaming, since you have Amazon Prime, and Amazon is like half of your life, you could be like me. Did you know that Amazon ate Twitch several years ago? So now I get paid by Amazon, so that way I can get free stuff from Amazon. But with Prime Gaming, you can get, and Jimmy, bring it up. Show the people, not that. That's from Microsoft Zerg. You can get the GTA Online. Show the oh my god, everything's a disaster today. You can get the online... Okay, just believe me. It says you can get $1 million in GTA Online. It's very exciting. But wait, there's more! Did you know that every single month, for free, you can subscribe to a streamer of your choice? Yes, absolutely free! So, if you don't subscribe right here, right now, you're essentially losing money for me. So subscribe with Prime Gaming, and all your dreams will no longer be memes. Everything you've ever wanted in life will come true, assuming you've only wanted up to and limited to subscribing to Winter Gaming. So, with all that said, why haven't you already done it? Pause the video. I don't care about our Google overlords. I don't care about our Zerg overlords. I talk about our Amazon overlords. Get your Bezos bucks and jam them into my loincloth. Do it right now. Don't even think about it. Don't think. Do like Florencio. Do. Thank you. Good night and good fucking luck. Thank you guys for sticking around for that word from our advertisers. And we're back into the action. In the bottom left, it is Nesty. And in the top right, our champion, our muse, our idol, and our scapegoat from the Dankcraft clan, by his namesake, Florencio, who has also joined us for active Twitch chat commentary, thus raising and lowering the MMR of the chat by several thousand. A forge, a gateway. Name a more iconic combo. A gas steal. A second gas steal. How did I know? Good. Whoa! What a fucking power move! Good. Wow! I don't know if it's a lack of English or a lack of fucks. Why not both? That's a zest level flex. Oh, what a play. Alright, so. Yeah, this is Zest just off-racing a Zerg with mouse only. Meanwhile, Florencio will steal the gases in the main. He will cannon rush the third. He will contain the natural. And he will work on the fourth. So, a lot of action. A lot of back and forth. I mean, it's got the makings of an interesting situation. Oh, what does Nesty have to say about this? Is it as good as you once...
Stay cool.
Not enough minerals, but there are plenty of rocks. Alright, the cannons continue their barrage. It appears that Nesty has now found himself realizing that maybe having his gas...
Warriors have engaged the enemy.
Florencio hasn't found the fourth yet, says Bomer in the chat. Thus prompting the question of whether he knows what a minimap is. Because obviously, so far, Florencio certainly does, and everyone else, including Nesty, certainly don't. Oh, doubles down! Good! Good. I feel a little less confidence in that one, though. I gotta say. That one was more of a, yeah, well, I'm here now, and less of a, whatever. Oh my god. Welcome to 2000. Oh, gee. Oh. Wow, that was gruesome. Gotta love it. Why did it take us this long to get another one of these maps? Well, Nesty has explored 3 different options for an expansion. None have been successful. But option 4 may very well be enough. That should be enough roaches to take out the cannons. Probably lose a couple, but 5, well, throw some Ravagers in the mix. And there you go. The hodgepodge, mishmash, just absolute disaster of thrift shop skins that Florencio has. He has a skin for the assimilator and the Nexus, but not the cyber core or the cannon. Are you kidding me? What is wrong with you? And it just default probes? What's going on here? Ugh. It's like an exchange program for Protoss. Which is like most of the Legacy of the Void storyline, so. Meanwhile, the Chad Rays have arrived. 2 Void Rays at a time, which is not an uncommon PvZ build. But this hasn't been the most common method of getting there. Meanwhile, the Ravagers, that probe actually managed to get stuck. It's no longer stuck. 1 Void Ray just in perfect time. Oh, just fires right through. If the Ravagers had punched through to the main, they might have been able to get some critical damage. But Void Rays, they shoot up, they shoot down, they fly. What's not to love? Florencio has realized all this. Taking the cannon rush out from the back. Solid moves. Somehow losing about as much as he possibly could from this. But will eventually take it out. This Florencio, he saw it. Oh no. Oh no. Give it, come on. Come on, Nesty. Now's the time for good number 3. Some good game gaming. It's painful. It's rough. But don't look away. Stay prismatically aligned. Meanwhile, 3 Ravagers. They stayed alive through all this. Now working on breaking through into the main. Florencio doesn't have an expansion. So this has all been a decoy for Nesty. He's now gotten his natural up and running. With something resembling an economy. So despite Florencio putting a lot of work in, and he is going to have 4 Void Rays, which is a significant amount of Void Rays. I mean, you can build queens, but at the end of the day, you need to have plenty of them. Especially against those Void Rays. I don't think he has any in production. A lot of people are of the mistaken opinion that Hydras counter Void Rays. This is not the case. Just taking off my Florencio / Bronze League Heroes level commentary and your actual Starcraft commentary. Hydras don't really counter Void Rays. If it's just Void Rays, maybe. but the critical mass of Hydras you need is not there, especially on 2 base. Queens are incredibly cost-effective against Void Rays, for many reasons, including not stealing larvae away from your economy. Oh my god, the saddest journey. Let him go! Let him go! He's almost over halfway! Oh. Oh, he was a good sport. Florencio, on the other hand, not so much. Leave Sporty alone! He's just trying to live his best life, and that life is now over. Prismatics aligned. Corrosive Bow almost hitting the Hydras. Oracles. Why does the Oracle have a different skin than both the Nexus, the Probes, and the Void Race? He just put all those skins in a randomizer. It's like when on Rocket League you get like 478 different items every game you play, and then you hit the randomizer and out comes, I don't know, the Skittles variety pack. Except instead of a Skittles variety pack, there's like 3 grape Skittles, 1 orange one, and 1 yellow one, which is the best. And also like 14 shards of glass, and also just a walnut. Not the inside, just a straight up fucking walnut. And a small child. But the more surprising part is the walnut. Really kind of jumped the shark on. Also a shark. There. But like one of the harmless sharks. Not like one of the sharks that is overplayed in its dangerousness, but like one of the cute sharks. That's only like 6 inches long or something. There's that. There's still a pylon here as well. Pylons, much like sharks, not dangerous in and of themselves, but very intimidating. And a lot of people fear them. The last time I got cannon rushed by a shark, fill in the blank. This one's for you guys. Leave a comment. The last time I got we're playing Mad Libs now. Mad Libs casting. The last time I got cannon rushed by a shark, verb. Oracles and Void Rays can go another verb, different than the last one you used. I think Stargate and Sky Toss are adjective or adverb. Pick one. So the Hydras did eventually get a high enough number, but the Oracles designed explicitly to counter them. 21 Hydras have died. It has not been a good time. Florencio has now whittled nested. We haven't gotten a third good yet. 3 Moracles on the way. And also all of the gateways. How many gateways would you like? Yes. You can't just spend all of our minerals on gateways, Florencio. Yes, I can. No. Do you have a permit? I don't need a permit. It's a huge scandal. Hashtag GateGate. A recall, though. The Hydras and Ravager. That Ravager's seen some shit. Breaking through. Are there the numbers? The probes are pulled. The oracles are activated. They have enough energy for now. Good kiting by Nesty. Corrosive Bio comes out, but the energy on the oracles and the probes with the body block just high enough to melt through. Come on. Give them the good. Give them the good. Don't let the rage quit be the enemy of the good. Oh. Aspire is on the way. The thing is, Florencio's still only on 2 bases. He is? Okay, he's not that close to mining out. Charge is on the way. Starting to look more and more like a semi-standard unit composition. Yeah, rarely are the probes pulled like their SCVs. But Florencio is not above or below it. Spire, 80% complete. Charge lots completing. I could, if you were here, like, you could probably get some text-to-speech to read the production tab for you. I don't need to do that. It doesn't look good for Nesty, despite his statements. But he's held on thus far, and Florencio has made some dramatic... Okay. There were a lot of options, and a lot of things that he could do. A lot of choices Nesty could make. But of all of those choices, I don't know if Mutas... Now, they do counter oracles and charge lots, so there is that. But up against someone who has at least 2 to 3 Stargates, I mean, after giving the Zealots and Oracles a deep tissue massage for, like, the next minute and a half, he may have cleaned up this attack. But who will be left to celebrate? Florencio hold positions, which may be okay for the Oracles, not so much for the Zealots. Unfortunately, the Mutas will clean this up, but only after the entire base is gone. And there. Oh my. Oh wow. Oh golly. I think I can say with some authority that this is not good. The Oracles, that's okay. Well, that was nice to have. The Mutica, 13 Mutas, is not nothing. Now, every split second he waits to just attack, it's another second. Phoenixes are about the hardest counter you get to any sort of unit that can actually hit each other. Does he have shield battery overcharge? Unfortunately, Phoenixes are just incredible. The Mutas literally can't touch them in a perfect scenario. And even if they can, it doesn't matter much. The Mutas eviscerated. The Phoenixes will now reign supreme. Nesty, not huge on tapping it out yet, as Florencio works his way through all the Twilight Council upgrades. So, this army, like, the charge lots... Respect. Oh my. And there it is. Florencio gives us the after show. Out of energy. I mean, I agree. Stuff dying on this map is so cool. Ugh. So, this has been the Florencio Cheese Hour, from Probius rushes to triple prong cannons to base trades and base raids. It has been a dramatic story of turmoil, of tribulation, and of that first game that no one will see. But I ask you, like and subscribe and check out Florencio Most. Oh, there's another one. Whoop. I think that describes things pretty well. Leave a comment. Do your Mad Libs. The best Mad Libs will get a pin on YouTube if Jimmy remembers. And a heart. Yes, like that. And all those other exciting things. Thank you to Florencio, and thank you to you the people for experiencing this with me. Good luck. Have fun. Stay chill.